Supply and demand. Supply and demand is a little bit strange. Normally, when I think about this, what supply and demand refer to is it's a relationship between a number of items that the market, when you're talking about the economy, you think of the market as a whole. You say there's a number of items, a quantity demanded and a quantity supplied at certain prices. At least that's the way I tend to think of it. That is to say that the price, at least the way I think of it, the price tends to dictate what the quantity demanded is and what the quantity supplied is. If the price at the market is a certain amount, then buyers and sellers respond to whatever that price is. Unfortunately, in economics, for whatever reason, it was decided that the quantity demanded and the quantity supplied are the independent variables, and that the price depends on on those values. So once there's a certain quantity supplied, that somehow dictates the price, and once there's a certain quantity demanded, that somehow dictates the price. I always feel like it's a little backwards, but in any case, that's how it's done in economics. The fact that it's done one particular way doesn't really impact any of the mechanics of what we're doing. It just seems a little weird. All right, so in any case, the quantity demanded, that's what we're talking about right here. The function for the quantity demanded is we're going to be using 9 minus 0.75 Q. P is the price in dollars, Q is the weekly quantity demanded in thousands. This is kind of something you end up having to watch out for, the in thousands. It's kind of, you treat it as a unit. When we're working with the equations, it doesn't really come into play, but when we start translating it and saying, this is how many items were demanded, that's when we translate that. Alright, so in any case, find the quantity demanded at a price of $5.25. Well, we know that D of Q is equal to 9 minus 0.75 Q. I have to do little tails on my Q's to make sure they don't look like 9s. Let's see, we know the price is $5.25. And so we're basically being told what P is. So this value right here is going to be 5.25 equals 9 minus 0.75 Q. So we're just kind of plugging in for P as opposed to plugging in for Q. Alright, so to solve this, it looks like I would want to subtract 9 from both sides of the equation. 5.25 minus 9 gives me 5.25, yeah. Negative 3.75 equals negative 0.75 Q. I'm not really worried by the fact that there's a negative here, because you'll notice there's a negative in front of the 0.75 here. So when I divide both sides by negative 0.75, those negatives will actually cancel each other out. So we end up with Q equals, let's do this number divided by negative 0.75, we get 5. Q equals 5. Find the quantity demanded at a price of that. Okay, well, Q is 5. Remember, Q is the weekly quantity demanded in thousands. So that means there are 5,000 items demanded. When we say demanded here, what we're talking about in economics is that's the amount that people are willing to buy. They're willing to buy 5,000 of this particular item. Let's find the quantity demanded at a price of $3.75. This is the exact same problem. 3.75 equals 9 minus 0.75 Q. I'll do the same sort of steps. Let's see. 3.75 minus 9 gives us that. Divided by 0.75. Negative 0.75. Oops, I missed my point. Negative 5.25 divided by negative 0.75 gives us, I'm just going to ignore the fact that There we go. I can get rid of it. There. You just have to type things into the calculator correctly. In any case, we get Q is 7. So we get 7,000 items demanded. All right, there's not really a big surprise here. At least I don't think there should be a big surprise. When the price goes down, the amount that people are willing to buy goes up. At least that's one of the theories of most goods in economics. As the price goes down, people want to buy more of it. Find the price when there are 3,000 items demanded. So when there are 3,000 items demanded, I'm saying Q equals 3. So to do this, let's look at the price here. That's D of Q equals 9 minus 0.75 Q. It's supposed to be a Q. See, we're being told Q is 3, so D of 3 is equal to 9 minus 0.75 times 3. And you can see this one's just going to be a matter of plugging stuff into the calculator. 9 minus 0.75 times 3 gives us 6.75. And this, whatever the output of our demand function here, this is our value of P. So we get $6.75. So I'm being careful here. When I'm finding P, that is a price, my answer was in dollars and cents. And when I'm talking about Q, my answer was in thousands. It's a quantity demanded in thousands.